Hello, this is John, and my hunt for arcades continues, and it led me to Omaha, Nebraska, where I visited Family Fun Center. This is one of the few arcades remaining in the Omaha market, and this place already won me over because there's a huge freaking arcade cabinet right in front on the street. How cool is that? Here is a scan of the inside of the arcade. Yeah, I love the foosball. That's awesome. Definitely want a foosball table sometime. That was really great to see. And they obviously had redemption games. They had a whole bunch of prizes. This is Confidential Mission. This is the same cabinet that I saw in Vegas at Circus Circus. The one in Vegas was not working. It reminds me of this one right here. This is the Voyager, Star Trek Voyager. Big fan of this shooting game. This is a really cool one. I see these a lot at like movie theaters, oftentimes more often than I see the Star Trek Voyager there. Of course, you have your grab machine. Here is some classic arcade machines. You got a hockey table, some redemption machines. Hydro Thunder. Love this cabinet. It's a 4-player cabinet. They're all working, which is awesome to see. And one of my favorite Midway racing games for sure. Just love the controls. Here's a NASCAR game that I don't really see too often. I search for arcades. Again, they got 4. They're all working. A lot of racers, a lot of shooters, many of these arcades. Tokyo Wars. Some of the monitors weren't necessarily working great, or some of them were green. Need some work on. Here's the scan of the other side. Looking the other way. Got air hockey. This place wasn't too busy. There's a few people. They have an upstairs where they have mini golf as well. Some of the cabinets weren't working, as that one is. Wasn't necessarily working here. Not quite sure what that game is right there, but we've got Maximum Tune 2, which is kind of a tongue twister. Say that 3 times fast. Maximum Tune 2, Maximum Tune 2, Maximum Tune 2. I don't know. It's kind of hard for me to say. But we got Arctic Thunder, which is also by Midway, and kind of in the family of the Hydro Thunder, Off-Road Thunder series. And you use snowmobiles instead of using the hydroplanes. It's Wave Runner, which is really fun. You got the water jet ski there. There's a version also where you're on snow skis, which I don't recall the game. There's Time Crisis 2, really fun classic shooter. Cruisin' Exotica by Nintendo and also Midway, I believe they actually made kind of a joint venture, and that's a part of the series of Cruisin' World, Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' Exotica, etc. and so forth. Here's some classics. Got Joust. That wasn't working, but still, nevertheless, it's a beautiful arcade cabinet. There's Qbert, which is by Gottlieb. And Gottlieb actually made pinball machines, and that's what they were known for. But they got their feet wet into the arcade market. There's Tempest by Atari. Very classic look of the arcade. The monitor, as you can see, is not the original monitor. It's not a vector monitor. It's actually more of a computer screen, like LCD monitor. I thought that really took away from the sharpness of the graphics, so I did not play it. And plus, I'm not going to pay more than a quarter for any of these classic machines. Anyway, Third Strike, Street Fighter. A lot of Street Fighter enthusiasts really enjoy Third Strike. I do as well. Super Street Fighter 4, and they hooked it up, kind of customized it with a monitor and controls, which was neat. And then another fighter on the other side, which wasn't up and not going, unfortunately. Some prize giveaways. You can put in quarters and try to win certain prizes. I never have any good luck at playing any of these, so I usually typically walk right by it. You can see there in the distance, you got Star Wars by Sega. I absolutely love that. Here's an interesting bike game I haven't really played much of. Dirt off-road bike. Here's Time Crisis 3. One of them wasn't working, one of them was. So they're definitely a handful of arcades which didn't work, which is common to see a lot of these arcades I go to. There's Initial D3 by Sega. It's got a unique, I mentioned before in other videos, but it's got a unique feature where you can actually take a card and you just can scan it. It's like your driver's license, and you can bring it to other machines. Here's Super Smash Brothers. Wasn't working, but they took a GameCube and they hooked it up, customized it. It's kind of cool. And I guess they have tournaments for that. There's a drumming game. In the back, they have pool. There's Crazy Taxi. Really big fan of that. It's an awesome one for Dreamcast. It was a great port for that. As you can see in the back, there's plenty of room to have more arcades. It's a pretty decent sized place. A lot of racers definitely in this place, which was good to see. A lot of shooters, but not too many classic arcade games, which I was hoping there was more of. Here's Gunblade New York, a really fun shooter. And there's Arm Champs 2. I remember playing this game way back in the day. It's you against this arm, and there's different challengers, and you actually arm wrestle. I remember stressing my arm so much playing this game as a kid. and it gets super hard. Even put my weight into it, it gets super hard. I think I pulled some muscles back in the day. There's Super GT by Sega, really classic racer. They're all working, and you can connect them all. There's another glimpse at Arm Champ 2. You put your elbow on the pad there. I guess if you're left-handed, you're kind of screwed. I'm not sure how that works. There's Silent Scope 2. And a look at it from the back side. Mario Kart Arcade. This is a game by a joint venture by Nintendo and Namco, and it's a really fun arcade game. And you see this quite often in arcades today. But definitely a classic one, and that was like over $1 to play. There's Skee Ball, which is always fun. There's all the redemption games in the back. To my right, it's really hard to see, but there is the guy's sitting down in a cocktail Pac-Man, which is neat. Kind of hard to see there. I guess this is kind of, I didn't really spend too much time in this back area. One thing that was really fun, I actually posted something on Facebook about a couple days before I was going to go here, and I announced I was going to be here, and I had some guys reach out to me, really cool guys named Mike and Alex, and so we rendezvoused here, and I wanted to bring him into this video, so let's go check that out. All right, we got Alex, we got Mike. What's up, guys?
Hey, not much.
So tell me a little about this place.
It's Family Fun Center Arcade in Omaha, Nebraska. Been here since the 80s, and I've been coming here since I was little.
Right, you said there's been tournaments and stuff?
Yeah, they have tournaments for Street Fighter about once a month, and Tekken and all kinds of stuff.
Right on. What games do you guys like to play?
Mostly the arcades, Hydro Thunder, fighting games.
Cool. And what are your guys' channels?
I'm a Video Game Fan 987. Mikey's Monarch.
Right on. Yeah. Cool. I always have a great time meeting people who are fellow gamers in the YouTube community, and it was awesome to meet them both. So we had a great time. I'll put a link to their channels below in the description box. But one thing that was really neat, they had on these poles, if you look closely, they had these marquees from classic arcade games, so you can tell this place has been here for a long time. And they got things from Donkey Kong to Pac-Man, as you see there. I mean, it was awesome. They had probably over 100 of these marquees. I just love the artwork. I definitely think, here's pole position, I definitely think these are art. And it's too bad that they don't have these systems anymore. In fact, if you go upstairs where the mini golf is, it's almost a graveyard of old machines that they've gutted out, like Pac-Man and this classic game. And it's just kind of really hard to see these games used for more obstacles for the golf course, mini golf, than it is to actually use and play. But nevertheless, this is a really great arcade. If you are in the Omaha area, you should definitely check it out. It is off at Dodge. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. And where will I end up next? Take care.